Hey guys, this is Charlie, the predestined piper. I've got a little bit of an interesting video for y'all today. I was going to do a tobacco review on Cornell and Deal's San Sepulcro, but I think that's a little oversaturated. Sometimes these tobacco reviews are hard because, first off, I've only been smoking for a little while, and so there's better people out there to do it. And also, sometimes I'm ready to do a review and I'm not inclined to smoke it. So like right now, it's a hot day out, and I don't want to smoke such a heavy blend. Also trying something new. Usually I have an AirPod in one of my ears for the audio, but right now I'm just trying to do it with just my phone's audio and pronunciate, because I don't like having an AirPod in my ear the whole time. Anyway, today's video is on estate pipes. So if you don't know what estate pipes are, right, they are new pipes, right, like any old pipe, and they've just been bought, used, then resold, right? And so you can get estate pipes in various ways. One, maybe you have a local tobacconist or a estate sale or a vintage store, somewhere brick and mortar maybe where you're buying pipes, or you can get them online. Smokingpipes.com has some great estates. There's a few other websites, also tin bids, and recently I've been really enjoying eBay. Right? So I'll go through a little bit about my enjoyment of estate pipes. Let's see, I've got 8 estate pipes that I've collected. And these are awesome. I mean, this is the best way to really enjoy the hobby, is if you don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to spend on all sorts of pipes that you want all the time, buy some estate pipes. They're really cheap. I mean, half the time you can get them for practically nothing compared to what they would cost new. So let me talk about the first one I've ever gotten, which I've shown on this channel. This is a Don Vito. It is a artisan pipe. I think Don Vito is the same guys who own Manelli, I believe. Beautiful pipe. It's a nice little sitter, right? This thing's 75 bucks. It's worth about $275. That's ridiculously amazing. That's a great deal. It's a beautiful pipe. Clenches pretty well, but it's a little heavy. Good sitter, good studying. I'm gonna probably fill that up and read my Bible after this video. Second estate pipe I've ever gotten was this awesome Stanwell Vario that you've also seen on the channel. It's kind of more of a bent bulldog. The tobacconist described it as a Rhodesian, but it has a diamond shank, so I believe it's a bent bulldog. This one's really cool. The Vario is cool because it's rusticated on one side and smooth in some other parts, like here and here, which is really fun, makes for a unique conversation starter. Then the third one I got needs some serious restoration, and I never have. Not serious, just it's a Peterson 106. Oh, real quick, the estate pipe Stanwell, these probably go for like 100, 120 new. I think I got this for 40 bucks, so that's a great deal. This Peterson I also got for, gosh, I don't know, $50, and it's a little bit over-reamed. You can't really see in there. Not too bad. I mean, this has plenty of life left in it. The stem's a little oxidized and green, if you can see, but that's a real easy fix. You know, one of these new is 100, 120 bucks for these Peterson Aarons. You know what? One more that I'm gonna have to stand up and grab, so y'all are gonna see full frame, is a Savinelli estate pipe. So, this Savinelli, I also got for 50 bucks. I don't know much about this. It's a Canadian. As you can see, the Savinelli logo is right there, and it says Italy. Really solid $50 estate pipe. Another killer one, right? Next, moving on, what I got was this LL Bean Dr. Grabo, or Grabo, however you want to say it, kind of sort of bent billiard. This thing is cool, and these are selling on eBay for 200 bucks. I don't know if that's a good value. Got this for 10 bucks, maybe 15. Insane. This is a good car. This is my car pipe, right? Fun to drive around smoking it. And then I kind of stopped with estate pipes for a little bit, just to, you know, slow down, buy some new pipes, all that sort of good stuff. So I guess the next one I got would be this Savinelli, what is this, a 311 KS. Great poker, it's a sitter, it's a Dolomiti, real fun. Great clencher, very large bowl as well. And along with that, I got this really cool, what is this, the Briar Workshop. It's a Elliott Natchwalter, sort of Dublin with a cant, a real heavy cant. First off, okay, this one's probably 110, 120 online. I think I get this one for like 70, which is ridiculous considering it was practically brand new. This Elliott Natchwalter, great quality. I got this for 90. The cheapest ones on his website right now are $500. So I have no clue what this is worth, but it's definitely not worth 90, you know? Then lastly, I have this one I got last week. That is a Medico, Ancient something? Ancient, I see some wording. Anyway, it's a Medico pipe. I have been restoring it. I would like to make the stem shine a little better, but it was seriously oxidized, so I've buffed it and all that. And then it had a massive dent in the rim. The rim went up to about here. So what I did is I sanded that down, and then I decided to kind of round it out up top and give it this really cool contrast of the smooth and then the rusticated that I really like. So I don't know if y'all can see that well. It's not perfect by any means, but I'm enjoying the pipe restoring. But I got this. Well, these are maybe, I don't know, $30, $40. This is funny. $1 on eBay. Actually, not even $1, 99 cents on eBay, right? Paid $4 for shipping, so $5, you know. This is a really cool pipe. This is, you know, now that the bowl's shorter, it's still a good bowl size, but it's small enough, you know, throw it in the pocket, grab it out, have a quick smoke, go sit outside and have a nice little smoke in the morning. It's a real fun pipe. And then lastly, this one's cool. I just got this in the mail about an hour ago, and this was also an eBay estate pipe. I want to say I spent $10 on this. This is a Willard. This has already been restored. Very nice and shiny stem. There's some bites that you can kind of see in the reflection. I'm not worried about that. I'll throw a rubber bit on this. And it has a chip right there, but for $10, it's perfectly functional. The chip in that Medico was not making it functional because it was on the inner side of the bowl, and I was worried about that. But you know, I could sand this down, sand this whole thing, restain it, and throw some wax or polish on it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna smoke it as is. I got this thing for $10. And I've got some other older pipes that I've been bidding on that I wanna just have some real projects. What's cool about this one though, is instead of a normal, you know, kind of push-pull that a normal pipe has, you get a screw-out kind of stem. That's really cool. So it's a beautiful pipe. It's really cool. These are from Sparta, North Carolina, I guess. I don't know much about these guys. I know that they got in trouble because they were doing a dot up here like Dunhill was. They had to move it over here. And then, yeah, so I'm actually going to smoke this one, I think, instead of my Don Vito. Very light, too. Great clencher. So it'll be fun to smoke while I'm reading some scripture. Now, you saw me get up for this Savinelli. I forgot that I got one other state pipe this week, so let me grab that. And you're going to see my butt real quick. I apologize. No one wants to see that. But this estate pipe I just featured on my Instagram channel, which you can follow at the Predestined Piper. Same as this YouTube, same spelling, everything. This is something special. This is a meerschaum pipe, which if you don't know is sepalite. It's a sort of clay found in Turkey. I have another meerschaum pipe that's more of a novelty pipe that I've gotten that I've never smoked. So this is my first real meerschaum pipe. This was a $50 pipe. This was made by Amit Govam, Ahmet, last name Govem. The O has those little 2 dots above it. It's block meerschaum, and I'll tell you, I'm really impressed. I got this thing for 50 bucks. You know, this might be 100 bucks, 200 bucks. I don't really know the meerschaum market as much, but it comes in this nice case, and here is the pipe. Now, it was hardly smoked. I got this week. I've been smoking it every day. This is a beautiful, what I believe to be acrylic stem. And what's cool about this meerschaum is often they twist out much like that Willard. And they have these kind of plastic cheapo screw things that go in. But this one is what they call, I guess, like a push-pull meerschaum. So I'm screwing it, but really it pushes in and pulls out, you know, with some wiggling. And so that's, I guess these are nicer and better. No clue. But it's very light. Only thing I will say is meerschaum does get hot. It gets hot to hold. This is a small bowl, relatively thin walls in that chamber, but it's been fun to smoke. I don't think I'll be, you know, a sole meerschaum guy anytime soon. Maybe if they were a little more durable, I would totally bring this around. Even with this case, I worry about dropping it or, you know, letting go of it in my mouth, but that's cool. Okay, so I got 10, I believe, estate pipes. I'm gonna totally ballpark this, but I wanna say I've spent $300, maybe $350 on all of these estate pipes. This L8 Natchwalter alone could be worth more than that, right? I probably have close to $1,000 in pipes here, maybe more. So estate pipes are a wonderful thing to include in the collection. I know people do worry about the cleanliness of them, but there are ways to clean them, and if you're not comfortable with that, go buy some new pipes if you can afford it, right? But you know, I've got some things going on, job changes, I'm a student, I'm getting married very soon. I can't go spend $400 or $500 on a nice pipe, but I can spend $80 if I'm lucky, or I can spend $1 on a Medico. That'll bring me a lot of enjoyment to restore and bring back to life. So yeah, it's a great thing to do. Go have fun with it, guys. Thank you, and God bless.